times, you know who it is. It's the one and only homie Chef, aka Wings912 on IG. That's WINGZZ912 on Instagram. You're looking at me. We got a nice review for you, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody tapping in. If this is your first time, please hit that subscription button with the notification bell below so you can stay in tune with all the episodes and content that I drop. You know, and very important, and I think people want to tune in. So go ahead and subscribe and lock in. And while you at it, hit the thumbs up and like the video and drop a comment if you got something to say. I'm listening, man. Shout out to the Breakfast Club, the one and only big homies, you know what I mean, whole squad. Cross 912, you know, up and down the East Coast, extending all the way to Boston, Florida. Just good, great people that love sneakers. We help each other out, you know, so on and so forth. And when it comes to local, we know how to take stock, you know what I mean? Now today is a collab that I've been waiting for. It had a lot of hype around it, and it also had some issues with the different releases via raffle and things like that. But you know, they're gonna work those bugs out, so I ain't even really tripping about that. But I really wanted to get this shoe in hand and look at it, and got a little mixed reviews. You know what I mean? It's a lot that's, you know what I mean, being said about it, but you're gonna hear it from me first, and you're gonna hear it directly from me, and that matters the most. So you know what I mean? You know how we rock. First thing we do is start with the box. And I want to say that this is a fire box because it has texture to it, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of parts of this that looks like it's spray painted, so it's a lot of good parts, you know. You see that jump, man. See the different X's and everything, you know. Yo, and you know what I mean, got the paper with the 1988 MVP in 23. See that Jumpman logo. Colors read on the shoe: bi-coastal, black, malachite. You know what I'm saying? Bi-coastal. They calling this green bi-coastal. I don't know why. You know what I mean? But I've presented to you the Nina Chanel Jordan 3s. Get y'all in time. Y'all see that tag pop out? You know what I'm talking about? Of course, got that heel action. And now that we got them in hand, let's get into them. Chanel Abney Women's Air Jordan 3 Retro SP Bi-Coastal reunites the creative partners on a recrafted edition of the classic silhouette. Rope laces secure the upper, featuring a green canvas build with tonal suede overlays at the forefront and heel. Cream-colored TPU eyelets are matched by a molded back tab marked with an embossed Nike Air branding, as well as lightweight polyurethane midsole with encapsulated aerosol cushioning in the forefront and an exposed air unit in the heel. And then we have the alternate laces as well. right, so now that we got these in hand, let's go ahead and talk about the pros and cons, because these had a lot of hype around it, you know. I do like the suede and the canvas. Suede's cool, the canvas, I'm a little iffy on, we're gonna get into that. You know, I like the cream, the colors are dope, you know what I mean, the pop with the orange, they really make sense. If you're like a FAMU or a Miami Hurricanes fan, the shoe is definitely gonna be one that you want because you can rock it very gracefully. But leather on a sock liner feels good, it's not a bad leather. You know, it's not your ordinary Jordan 3, but it doesn't look any different. It looks as the same shape. They altered the Jumpman on the tongue, you know, just like they did on the tag. You know, it's like Nina's little spin on it, and that's not bad, that's pretty cool. But the canvas, man, the one thing that I see about the canvas is I feel like this canvas, as soon as it starts creasing, it's gonna get brighter and it's going to show. Like, it's going to show the wear of the shoe. Some people don't mind the wear on the shoe. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have creases in my shoes and I do wear crease protectors also. So it depends on the shoe, but with the canvas type material, I feel like it's just going to look a little odd, and that green is going to wear away and it's just going to be like white streaks and everything and white cracks. So that's a little different. And then the two-tone, the green on top of the green, it wasn't bad, but when you have this midsole and then you have this colorful outsole, I feel like they should have just went with a gum outsole. If they didn't went with a gum outsole, I think this would have popped a little bit harder. Definitely would have been cool. I'm not mad at the laces, and the fact that you have the lace swap is pretty cool. I suggest that you go ahead and lace swap immediately, don't get me wrong. The seal joints in here is cool, but you want to swap out. Leather sock liner. I have no idea why that's a thing, you know what I'm saying? And then you have the decon tongue as well with the leather sock liner. So I feel like with these being out in the summer, and you know what I mean, summer shoe, some people are gonna rock the no-show socks, etc., but your foot's gonna sweat and that's gonna feel weird, you know what I'm saying? So execution, yes. Functionability, I don't know, you know? And on the heel, it's like the crocheted or embroidered, I don't know how you want to call this, you know what I'm saying? But the material and the way it looks on the back is like, I get the idea of what you were trying to go for, but this feels low-key like 4th grade arts and crafts. Like, it's just not too clean, and it doesn't feel so uniform, you know? I'll let you look. You know what I mean? It's tough. This is tough, you know what I'm saying? It's really tough. Because I like them, you know, I like the shoe, seeing it, you know what I mean, different little shots and everything. Pretty cool, you know what I mean? I'm not mad about that, you know, but after the execution and the colorways, these really feel like Newport Jordan 3s, you know what I mean? I mean, it got the green, it has the orange and the cream, and it's just like, really, you know what I mean? The Newport colorway, you know, so, you know what I mean? I'm not really feeling the best about these, you know? But the one thing I can say when it comes to the fit of the shoe, it is true to size. You don't really have to alter anything. You can stick to the size that you know, but considering this is a women's shoe, if you're a man, whatever size it is a women's, you add 1.5, you know what I mean, to your size to understand what size you need to wear in women. So please do note that. And as you can see with the resale, you know, it's a collab, has some hype. And then with the raffle going a little crazy, you know, I mean, people winning the raffle and not being able to get them, these feel a little bit more limited. Now, this is Miss Chanel's second Jordan collab, if I'm not mistaken. The first one was the Jordan 2, you know, and that didn't do too well. She kind of dumbed that down, made it a little basic, and it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't necessarily the best, and it didn't really look like a 2. And that was when Jordan came back popping with the OG Jordan 2s, you know, like everything. So it was like one of those moments, but yeah, the second one is the 3, and I feel like it's way better, but the release now is going to change. She stated that she is going to do it old school. It's going to be camp outs, no raffles, because she just doesn't like bots in a digital age. So I don't know how that's going to work, you know, because, you know, with the nationwide and not a lot of boutique stores everywhere, I wonder how this is going, you know what I mean, how it's going to be handled. But nevertheless, you know, it's you know, a work of art, you know what I mean, the sneaker's a work of art. Not too mad at it, but I'm not the happiest and not, not breaking my neck to get this, So let me give y'all one more look before we go ahead and pop out with the chefs and show people what we got going. All right, and when it comes to the chefs, I'll give this a 7.5. I'm not too mad at the materials, although I don't think I would have went so hard with the canvas base, and with the colors. But, nevertheless, it's something different, it gives you an opportunity to do something different. And, it's an Lab bag, so, it has the height. But colorway, it's a lot of things that just didn't make me a particular fan of this once seeing them in hand and in person. But nevertheless, there's a shoe for everybody. So what I don't like and don't want, somebody probably does like, and it's available to them, and that's cool with me. But yeah, 7.5, man. Like, I'm sorry, people might hate me for saying that, but I feel like it could have been a little bit more done, maybe, put a little bit more cream to break up all this green, because we just had the Kobe Girl Dads, and now we got this back to back. That's just a lot of bi-coastal green. You know what I'm saying? So 7.5, not mad, but if you get it right, you can freak it with a couple things. I'm a Jets fan, so a Jets jersey, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things you can do, but to each his own. I'm not hating, but just for me, it's not something that's a banger. So 7.5. Let me know how you feel about it. Did I get it right? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Get down below in the comments and let me know, man. But as always, I appreciate y'all tapping in, showing love. If anything, spread love for us in 2024. It's crazy out here. All positive vibes to family, friends, and loved ones. Hug them and keep them close. Best thing to do, and by any means, keep them sneakers clean, man. You know the motto: before you go pay resale, come here and get the details. And if I catch you lacking, understand we snatching. It's not a game, we not playing, we outside. It's some things coming up in these last 6 months, so come up off them shoes so I can stash this bread. Be easy.